Hey, Chris Liepe here with the isolated vocal tracks for Duality, Slipknot, Corey Taylor. This is a gold mine for not only aggressive vocals, but for layers, for subtle layers. And we're also going to be looking a lot at distortion. Vocal distortion, yes, but the way that audio distortion is used in these tracks, it gives so much to the distorted vocal performance that you wouldn't necessarily think is audio distortion. You'd think that that is maybe just coming from the vocals themselves. But in the mix, and even in the tracking process, the arranging and the choice of effects, how things are meticulously layered together and produced, goes a long way in presenting these vocals in the best possible way. So I'm excited to get into this with you. If you'd like more help with your own singing, particularly your aggressive singing, click the link below and check out a course I've got called the Aggressive Vocalist's Master Plan of Attack. It is a fantastic way for you to develop screaming, aggressive singing. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and turn those notifications on so that you can keep being made aware of when I put out new videos. All right, let's get into this.
I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache. But it's made of all the things I have to.
Okay. Right off the bat, there's some interesting things that I didn't really notice to the same extent until listening to these isolated tracks. Listen to the very beginning.
I push my fingers into my.
You can hear the Pro Tools click going in the background. I love it. I push my fingers into my... Okay, but listen.
I push my fingers into my.
That's really band limited. That's not... I mean, you can see on this track up here, there's nothing on it. You can hear all my highs and everything. But if we go down to this track, test, test, I've got the highs limited here, and I've got the lows limited. You can see which frequencies I'm rolling off. And so it gives it that almost radio sound. It's definitely happening here at the beginning. But there's more. Listen here.
It's the only thing.
It's the only thing, it's the only thing. No, not quite. There's more happening. If we do this, but it's crucial that I am quiet. And I'm going to turn the drive down here a little bit. But listen, if I sing quietly here,
it's the only thing that slowly stops the ache.
it's the only thing that slowly stops the edge. So a little edge on my voice. This is called Decapitator. And you notice you can go real crazy with it. You can do some interesting things with it. But these kind of drive plugins are amazing for getting this glued together aggressive sound, but they're also great in quiet parts. And this kind of effect is used all over this and a lot of Corey Taylor recordings. So we'll be messing with this more. Now I'm also going to turn on one other type of saturation, and it's going to bring things together a little bit more. This is a direct tape emulation. I push my fingers, 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 fingers. You can just hear how it's reacting. Listening on.
It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache. But it's made of all the things I...
Okay, vintage, low-level distortion he's using here. It almost sounds like throat singing, and it kind of is.
Slowly stops the ache.
Combining vocal fry with a note. This is quiet. This is subdued. This is not ache. He's not really digging in here. This is more ache. There it is. What I'm doing is I'm combining the tone, ache, and then I'm letting my voice fall apart into fry. And then there's a little in between, which if you lean into that feel, you can get it, just like I did. The reason I know that this is happening is listen to the end of this line. Here he trails off into the fry, just like I did. If we combine this with the effects that he's using, we get that nice detached sound. Transitioning on.
I have to take
Now we start the amazing layers.
Jesus, it never ends. It works its way inside. If the pain goes on.
Okay, this is so cool because there's so much going on. Now notice that first track. The end. He gets more aggressive there. Take. That's still going on. But then there's at least two other things going on here. Listen to just this note for a minute and let's break apart the layers. He's known for this kind of layering all over his stuff. He'll layer cleaner sounds with really dirty sounds, and then they'll mix them together and they'll even pan them similarly in the mix. He's got take, and then some of them are doing the take low like that. He's got at least a couple that are cleaner, take, and then he's got that vintage Corey Taylor musical yell thing going on that's really distorted in the background that has way less pitch. This is not a fry scream layered next to normal singing. This is a really broken up yell. Take! That's what he does. But it's layered behind, so you get this between the distorted sounds that we're going to explore more that happens in production and the strategic layering. This is how, and the massive neck and the approach of Corey Taylor, this is how he gets his sound. But it's a culmination of a lot of different things, and these tracks are revealing it.
Jesus, it never ends. It works its way inside.
You can totally hear that again on Inside.
If the pain goes on.
And you can hear it there too. You can hear the doubles happening. Hear the cleaner one? You got this. And then they all sort of culminate at the end. We're going to actually go ahead and do a few layers here. We're going to take this note. Inside! 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 Woo! Inside! Now let's mix this together. And we want him to be a little bit more prominent in the mix. We're going to turn these guys down a little bit. And we're going to put distortion and tape sat on these guys. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Hey, hey, hey. So when I really scream, if I really do that, now listen to what happens. I'm going to bring these down. Inside! And here's Corey.
It works its way inside. If the pain goes on.
You can hear things separated out a bit more in what I'm doing, but it's there. You can get that sparkly, aggressive thing going on behind a more subdued vocal. This happens all over the place, and the proportions change. So, listening on with this perspective.
I have screamed until my veins collapsed. I've waited as my time's elapsed. Now all I do is live with so much fate. I've wished for this, I've bitched at that. I've left behind this little fact. You cannot kill what you did not create.
Okay, let's talk about how he's getting this sound. You did not create. You did not create.
You cannot kill. You cannot kill which you did not create. You cannot kill.
So he is speaking relatively quietly, and you can, if I get too loud, you start to hear the actual distortion. But if you hear what he's doing,
Bitched at that. I've left behind this little fact. You can.
little fact, you can hear him right on the verge, right there.
I've got to say what I've got to say, and then I swear I'll go away, but I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise. I guess I'll save the best for last. My future seems like...
I guess I'll save the best for last. I'll save the best for last. So cool.
Guess I'll save the best for last. My future seems like one big pass. You're left with me because you left me no choice.
Choice. And he goes into full fry there. But it's cool. You hear the full range over it, right?
Guess I'll save the best for last. My future seems like one big pass.
Future seems like one big pass. And he's differently expressive over that. So cool. Both spoken, the production, the way the distortions work together. Listening on.
I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the...
All right, let's talk about this line here.
I push my fingers into my...
There's this ramp up to it. I push my fingers. Now, granted, Corey, nobody's going to sound like Corey. He's got this naturally thick voice. So when I go at it with a similar level of aggression, I'm just going to sound whinier because I just have a thinner sounding voice. But it doesn't mean we can't take a similar approach and do something kind of cool. The thing to hone in here on is that this is... The false chord engagement here is being triggered on the heels of a yell, right? Which is what Corey Taylor does. He yells a lot. And when he yells, he gets to a certain point where his voice starts to break and then he leans into it. That's how he gets that amazing thick sound.
I push my fingers into my...
I push my fingers into my... Like that. Where it's... If I were to break that down a little bit, I push my fingers into my... I'm not adding enough air. I'm not leaning in to when my voice starts to break. And that's what happens. That's what I get. But if I learn how to time the added air and added compression with the ramp up into that note, I can get that similar sound.
I push my fingers into...
Fingers! No, he doesn't close. Fingers! He lets everything be real open. He does that a lot too.
I push my fingers into my...
I push my fingers into my... A little crack there, that's okay. Letting it crack will help you bring it into context. I push my fingers into my...
I push my fingers into my... It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache.
So, and you can hear the different ways he's singing that here again.
That slowly stops the ache.
It slowly stops the ache. But then you've also got the slowly stops, highly compressed, slowly stops the ache.
That slowly stops the ache. If the pain goes on.
If the pain goes on. And I think a lot of these are really extreme. They're not meant to be taken by themselves. We've got that bellish quality.
Pain goes on.
Pain goes on. Pain goes on. It's okay that it sounds over the top because it's layered in.
I'm not gonna make it.
Now, this is a fantastic example of what I was talking about, where it's this yell that turns into this true false chord engagement.
I'm not gonna make it!
And you combine that with some awesome distortion. Oh, I'm not gonna make it! Notice the open vowel there. This is not going to make it! Not gonna make it! I'm not gonna make it! This is his approach. Yells into full false chord engagement with lots of strategically planned distortion.
I'm not gonna make it!
I like how this line goes up and down. I'm not gonna make it! The best way to do this is to think about a pitch arc, even though you're clean, start it clean. Listen, if we clean everything up and then work this pitch arc and then add our compression and the tendency to let our voice break over the top, we're able to get something that's more expressive.
I'm not gonna make it!
I'm not gonna make it! Right? That's, I'm not gonna make it! I think that's pretty close to what he's doing.
God!
Kid! There's that pitch there.
I'm not gonna make it!
And then let our voice fall apart. I'm not gonna make it! It's a little cleaner for him at the beginning. Not much though. I'm not gonna make it! Cool stuff. Moving on.
Put me back together.
Or put me back together.
The skin from bone, leave me all the pieces.
Leave me all the pieces. I'd fry.
Then you can leave me alone. Tell me the reality is better than the dream. But I found out the hard way.
Nothing is what it seems!
Okay, again, this is a great big yell.
Nothing is what it seems!
There's definitely pitch there, even though there's not singing.
Nothing is what it seems!
Nothing is what it seems! Nothing is what it seems! Granted, we have to take, voice box size and all these things into play. It's interesting to approach this kind of thing as a big yell and then letting your voice fall apart.
I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache. But it's made of all the things I have to take. Jesus, it never ends. It works.
I like how the background vocals there cycle afterward. Almost sounds like a reverse delay, but I'm not sure that that's what it is. I think it's actually just that he let those hang out longer.
The things I have to take. Jesus, it
What's neat is you can hear the layers.
the things I have to
Things I have to take. They're clean back there with a little take. A little bit of false chord squeeze there.
take. Jesus, it never ends. It works its way inside.
Like that little harmony in there.
If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it.
Again, that open and not gonna make it, make ut.
I'm not gonna make it.
Listen how clean that one is when he started.
I'm not gonna make it.
I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna make
I'm not gonna. Starts getting bigger there.
it.
Doesn't really fully break into full false chord engagement until there.
I'm not gonna make it.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah.
All I've got is insane.
Oh, there's some. All I've got, and then with that distortion. All I've got is insane. So if we combine. If we really was 2 tracks at once, let's go a lot more. All I've got. That's totally what it sounds like at the end. Yeah.
All I've got is insane.
All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane. Letting that happen behind is so cool. Listening on.
It's insane. All I've got is insane.
Insane.
All I've got.
Yeah.
All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane.
See, it's so cool here on this one.
All I've got is insane.
All I've got is insane. He lets that pitch go up even as he fully engages his false chords.
Insane.
But we've also got the doubles, so things can be happening apart from each other yet together. These layers really reveal that.
All I've got is insane.
So you hear the other ones in the background being lower. This one goes up.
Insane.
Insane! Like that. And then we've got the insane! Those guys going down.
Insane.
Insane! You almost hear that sort of pitch happening in the background. Insane! with insane.
All I've got.
Die. That kind of sound is great singers always, not always, but a lot of times do this kind of thing.
God.
They're so into it that there's this glut of air that comes out after they get done with a phrase.
All I've got.
All I've got.
All I've got is insane. All I've got. All I've got is insane.
Like that one. It's almost a sigh at the end here.
Insane.
Really bringing it down there at the end.
Insane.
Sane! Yeah.
I push my fingers into my
That reverb tail there.
to my eyes. It's the only
Love it.
thing that slowly stops the air.
The little harmonies back there.
The air.
Those are clean.
Was made of all the things I have to take. Jesus, it never ends.
It never ends down there.
It never ends. It works its way inside. If the pain goes on, I'm not gonna make it.
Notice that level of distortion is awesome.
I'm not gonna make it.
All these other little layers, they bring it out more, turn the reverb up. The other thing I should mention is that the whole time you hear a little bit of, let's go back to not quite as distorted. Let's get rid of this for a minute. You hear, test, hey, there's this reverb, very short reverb, that's happening all over. And that enhances, if we bring that up, and we bring back these. I have a little bit of reverb, and then I do something high, and then I bring the gain down a little bit on the decapitator. Hey. There's a widening that happens between the distortion and that very short reverb. Okay, listening on.
All I've got.
All I've got.
All I've got is insane. All I've got.
All I've got.
All I've got is insane.
Here I'll open his lower voices here.
All I've got is insane.
All I've got. I like to musicify these a little bit more than the actual artist because it helps me get the expression.
All I've got is insane.
All I've got is insane. All I've got is insane. Cool stuff.
All I've got is insane. All I've got.
Yeah.
All I've got is insane. All I've got. All I've got is insane.
And he ends on a super low aggression there. Thanks for watching this breakdown on Corey Taylor's vocals using the isolated tracks from Duality, Slipknot. Again, if you'd like to go deeper with your own aggressive vocals, click that link below and check out my course, The Aggressive Vocalist Master Plan of Attack. We'll see you for more.